Yo, we here. It's spooky. And this is part 4 of the bike build. Yeah. Okay, so where are we at? Well, we've installed the kit, okay? And it's running like shit, alright? It's like my top speed is like 24 miles per hour. It can't hold power for too long. It can't go up big hills. All these things are telling me that something's wrong with the carburetor. At least that's what the internet is telling me. That's what Google is telling me. All right, I had to search all the internet, and I found a couple possible solutions to my problems. All right, so apparently there are several things you can do with your carburetor. All right, you can adjust it. All right, like you can adjust the idle, right, and you can adjust the fuel screw, which is right over here. And if that's no good, then there are other things you can do. For example, you can adjust the needle in here, the height of it, so that it will let in more gas. And you can adjust the jet, which is in here. And I guess, so I finally know what these things are. These things are jets of varying sizes. So, yeah. I have played around a lot with the air fuel mixture and the idle. So, next logical conclusion is I have to change the height of my throttle needle or change the size of the main jets. So I have to take this thing off again. Okay, so I've taken off the carburetor here. And I'm going to do two things. First, I'm going to check out the needle and the height. Second, I'm going to look at the jet. Okay, so I'm going to take off the bottom here, and I'm going to take off the top here in order to do these two things. So I'm going to first take off the top so I could get a better grasp of the bottom. Now, unfortunately, this will require you to reinstall the wire up here, and that sucks because that's a sort of tricky. But by now, if this is your second kit, and this is your third time doing it, as it is for me, it should be getting easier and easier. Okay, now I pulled this thing out, and I did install this thing, so I should know a bit about this. But there's this screw right here that could clearly be used to tighten it, to tighten the throttle cable and to adjust the throttle. So I'm not sure. I mean, this is clearly like another avenue of adjustment that I'm just like not incorporating or seeing. Okay, so I just took this thing out, took the needle out, just to see where it's at, and it looks as though it's on the it looks as though it's on the third ring down, which is pretty far down already. So, whether this thing needs to be like even farther down is, I'm not so sure. Huh. Okay, I've taken out the bottom here, alright. And it looks like the size of this jet was a 38, and this kit came with a 41. So I am gonna put in, I've put in this 41. I'm gonna tighten it down, and it looks like, yeah, we have these other screws here, and I'm not really sure if there's a size difference here too. What the frick? Okay, so I put in the 41 here, and I put in the, what appears to be 25 here. Okay. How'd it run? Well, like shit. I think it ran even fucking worse than with the standard jets that came on there. As I say, I mean, I went up in jet size, so I think it ran fucking worse. So maybe I need to go down in jet size, or actually, I did a simple Google search, and there are like 4 motorcycle repair shops in the area, and I think rather than wasting even more time on this, I'm just gonna take it to one of these shops and I don't know, dish out like $50 for them to tune this thing for me. This is clearly like, you know, this clearly sucks because, you know, this motorized bike builds, these are like do-it-yourself projects, you know, and you know, I'm trying to like do it myself, right? But this carburetor is really just fucking me up, you know, and it's really, these are some like pretty expert level adjustments, you know. You really, like, it seems like you really just need to know what you're doing, and I don't know what I'm doing. And in order to get the full amount of power out of this thing, you know, I'm gonna have to take it into a shop, and they're gonna have to tune my carburetor for me, because you know, they have wisdom and expertise and I don't. And if anyone out there has any comments or suggestions for me as to like what maybe something I could do to fix the bike, you know, before I take it into the shop, I'd appreciate it. Just some like feedback would be nice. Like specifically, you know, just to give a general overview of what's happening with the bike. You know, I can get it to start, okay. The next step is getting it to idle. Now, I'm not even sure, like, what, I don't even know how to adjust the idle, okay? Like, I know, you know, you screw it in, screw it out, you pull the choke, okay. I don't know what the fuck all that it's all about. Someone wants to clarify that for me, that'd be great. Because only after then can you diagnose some of the other problems. Like, once you have the perfect, like, air screw mixture and idle set, then you can go ahead and diagnose the needle length and the jets. And I just kind of like skipped that step because I didn't even know what I was doing. So if anyone has any comments or suggestions, I would greatly appreciate it, so that I could finish this build, and so that other people out there can learn from this very specific, you know, kit. Learn how to, you know, install this very specific kit. I think it'd be a great help to the broader motorized bike community. Thank you.